Ayo, what is going on, everyone? So today's video is it's pretty different. This is probably the most vulnerable I've ever been on camera. I went to Montreal and I shot a video with my boy Zach, and he wanted to kind of take a different spin on everything, and I really wanted to open up to the cameras on every single aspect in my life. I didn't want to leave any stone unturned. So the video that you're about to watch, my friend Zach and his filmer made. So if you guys want to go check them out, make sure to go check them out on Instagram because they're posting some really good stuff. But this video is about why I started steroids, why I started YouTube, bullying in high school. Man, like I was debating not posting this video because it really opens up every single thing in my life, down to mental health, down to working out, down to just being the person that I became today. And I know that I'm still growing every single day. So this video is probably going to be like, I don't know, chapter 3 out of chapter 120. But yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see it. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and let me know what you guys think.
We're going to meet with Mark Plummer. I met Mark through some friends a couple weeks ago. And the best way to describe Mark is basically, if you take like the nicest, most humble, honest dude, make him the size of a gorilla, and make him do backflips. That's basically how I can describe Mark. So he's a YouTuber, powerlifter, went viral I think about like a month ago. His stuff really blew up. He had a video and it was how steroids ruined my life. So we're gonna dig into that. We never really planned anything here. We kind of just go with the flow. But yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. There he is.
I won Worlds naturally in 2015 when I was 17. Won gold, no sponsorships, no money, no recognition, no anything. I'm like, not that I do this to get recognition, but I'm like, this is a joke. Like, at that point, it's a hobby. Like, you can never make this a career. I have to go to the untested side. Like, untested side, they're giving prize money out, sponsorships. Everybody wants to see somebody squat 900 pounds. Nobody wants to see somebody squat 500 pounds. Because we could ask 20 people in this gym and they'll say, oh, I squat 500 pounds. Like, it's not hard anymore. Steroids gets your like muscles stronger, like increases the volume of cells, but does not help your ligaments, your tendons, or anything. So steroids will keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, but your ligaments and tendons just can't keep up to that.
And that's why they're
so that's kind of the purpose behind growth, for my reasons anyway.
Okay.
Is because growth will help the ligaments and the tendons match the 800 pound, 900 pound lifts. Big push, big breath. Oh, easy! Boom!
I'll take it.
Injury free?
Yeah, there you go. Back still good.
You're still on?
I'll take it, man.
I started YouTube like 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm looking into this. How can I get viral? How can I do this? How can I do that? I would post consistently for like 4 weeks, like once a week or once every other week. And then I would stop for 6 months. I was dropping money into these videos. I was doing eating challenges, paying filmers. I would do it for a month and I wouldn't see the gain. And I'm like, you know what? Like, screw this. I'm just gonna like not film anymore. So I took like 8 months off. Probably like a year ago, I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm like, I don't care if they get views. I don't care what happens. I'm literally just going to have fun. Like, if you're not having fun posting YouTube videos and you're doing it because you want to be an influencer, then I would pick something else. Everyone sees like 800-pound squats. They see you drive like a fancy car. They see like, you know, like they're like, man, this guy, like, he has it, like, because the internet only sees what you want them to see. I want to show people like all the shit that goes behind it. And like that sounds so easy to like say, but like no, like the actual shit. Like imagine this, the next 7 months, you only see backflips, 800-pound squats, 500-pound benches, partying with the boys, and just living the absolute dream world. But like on the other side of things, you don't see any missed lifts. You don't see the like countless hours of like dieting, meal prep, suffering. You don't see any of like the anabolic, like hush-hush side of things. You don't see any of the side effects. You don't see any of the things you actually gave up. You only see what you want to see. And that's why I'm trying to make this whole brand on like, I post failed lifts. I post, like I literally just don't have anything to hide. Unfortunately, I'm like, making myself more and more like a black sheep in the industry. Like an outsider, yeah. Unfortunately, but I've been like that like my entire life. Okay. But not by choice. It's very weird. Like before, I would strive for people to like me. I've never fit into a group ever. Okay. Like that's really hard for me to even say because like it sucks. And I really want a group to fit into. But like I don't. And like and from not being able to fit in to a group, it's like I have several different groups that I don't like click with. I come from like doing everything to the fullest. So if I'm in a relationship, like friendship or even with a girl, like that girl's everything. Like I don't fuck around, like you are everything. When I work out for that 12 months, that is everything. When I like go out and party, like fuck, I'm like on the street blackout somewhere because like that is fucking not literally, but like that is everything. Nobody has the type of mindset of like, okay, well, I squatted 800. Most people will be like, yo, that's good. That's it. Like that's like, even if like I broke the all-time world record, like let's chill for a bit. Or it's like I made 10,000 this month, let's chill for a bit. And it's like, well, how can we change that 10,000 to 100,000? Like, what do I have to do to take that to the next level? What do I have to do to squat 900? Every single aspect, live it to its fullest, and therefore, like, I've never found anyone else that can balance that type of life. They either do one thing all out, and then everything else is just kind of coasted. And it's also made me, like, I've just stood out so hard, like, you probably understand the feeling. But and it's hard though because I think I've, again, like never really like a huge high school friend group. Like never, I was captain of the basketball team, captain of the volleyball team, and again, I was doing this to try to gain popularity, but like I was never invited. I didn't drink until 21. My first sip of alcohol was 2 years ago at 21 because I never got invited to one high school party. Dude, I had no fucking friends. I like still don't have any friends, to be honest with you. Like I don't have anyone. I have one person that I could call up and say, yo, do you want to hang out? And like they might say yes, but like he doesn't like going out. He like is an accountant and like that's it. Like it's a little like it's hard. It's hard because I've been alone my entire life. And I've never actually said this on any camera before ever, but I really don't like being alone. Like my fear in life is like being alone, but it's weird because like my whole life I'm like alone, which is it's so hard to even like say like it took a lot for me to be able to go places alone, and like that's why I did a video yesterday on like how to overcome like social anxiety. Like when I was walking down downtown Montreal yesterday with my fucking vlog camera, like speaking, people are looking at me like, the fuck is this guy doing? And like and that's why the video on social anxiety was like so important, because I'm like how can we get other people to just like not care? Even now, I'm not gonna lie, I preach this whole like fuck people, positivity shit, but like a lot of like the thing that stems from me wanting to be successful is like for me to be accepted, and it sucks because I know it never will happen. I don't know if you feel like the same way, because it's every single thing that I do up until probably, I would say, September 28th of 2019, every single thing that I did was to please other people, or to show something that like I didn't actually live, or I didn't actually deserve, or somebody that I actually wasn't. And that, I just think it was like, we're so unique individuals that like a lot of people don't understand like the drive.
They don't understand why you're working so damn hard. And that's one thing that I'll put it out there right away. Like when you meet a new girl or whatever, and I'm sure girls who have that mentality, it's hard to meet a guy, because people who are really, really driven and who get obsessed and passionate about things so much, well, if you're not around someone who has that same mentality, they just can't comprehend why you're working so hard. It's like, I'm gonna be average. I don't want to be the same. It's all about being different, being your own person. That's what I like that you said, like when things really started flipping is when you started doing things generally because it's like I want like
for yourself.
Like, exactly. And like it's funny because I had that thought process when I was buying clothes online. I never buy clothes online, but it's quarantine. What am I gonna do? You know? So I was looking at clothes, and then like my mentality was, okay, like what do people like? I was like, what's fashion now? Like what do people like to wear? And I was trying to look for that, but I was like, I don't know what people like to wear. And then I was like, man, how much easier would it be if I just looked at like, what do I want to wear? Like, what do I find looks dope? And then I started just, I was like, oh, this looks dope, this looks dope. But before that, I was like 30 minutes just trying to figure out what do people like. So that's dope, and how the same way, okay, mine's a comparison, because for me it's just, I finally started picking things to buy, but you then started actually picking up.
Nothing matters except doing exactly what you want.
Okay,
and
so
it helped, like this, losing my house, the dog, the car, my girlfriend in the span of 2 weeks, and wanting to die to figure out what happened, changed my life for like forever. It was because now I say what I want to say, I do what I want to do, I act in a way that makes me happy. I don't care anymore. If nobody I will go out and eat at a restaurant alone. I will go to a bar alone. I will go party alone. If I meet somebody, great. If I go with friends, great. If I drive a shitbox around, if I don't have a house, if I'm homeless, as long as I'm doing something that like, if I'm homeless because I just dropped like 20 grand into like clothing that didn't like sell, I would be more than fucking happy, and I would probably post about it like fucking homeless journey, like until like, just because I'm like, at least I risked it. It's just like, life is way too short just to not be yourself. The biggest thing is, and I know that's so like cookie cutter to say, but when you like take a step back and realize that like nobody cares, like to be 100% honest, and like one day you will die, that like nothing actually matters. So why would you not do exactly what you want to do? I mean, what is the worst that could possibly happen? You being able to live the life that you want to live is doing what makes you happy every single day. And if that means going to a 9-to-5 job, like we go to 9-to-5 jobs, but we still do stuff on top of that 9-to-5 job that hopefully will set us up for more success in the future, and we will just keep going and going. So don't be scared of working that 9-to-5 job, as long as outside of that 9-to-5 job, you still had something that you looked back upon and said, you know what, I'm very happy with how today went. It's okay to work a 9-to-5. It's okay to work at McDonald's and still get fulfillment out of your life. It's okay to work a job that you don't necessarily like until your passion pays more than what you actually like do for a living, and that might not ever happen. So like, how can you get fulfillment in your life to be happy every day without that happening? Because you could take away YouTube right now, you could take away TikTok, you could take away Instagram, but the way that I live my life every single day is, at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? If I had to go out tonight, that was okay. Whether there's a camera rolling or not a camera rolling, I sleep at night knowing that, you know, I really hope there is a tomorrow, because I've been like setting things up for the future. But if there wasn't, I'm happy with how today went.